Hey YouTube, it's Heather with Heather's Healing, and I wanted to come on and just do a quick video talking about the new moon on Thursday, which is in Gemini, so June 6th, we have a new moon. I love new moon energy. It's one of my favorites. I usually typically feel better around new moons. I sleep better and I have good energy. Full moons are definitely not. I love full moons, they're beautiful, but I don't usually feel super great around them. So I thought I would take a look at this new moon, and it feels like a pretty powerful moon because we are in the month of June and we're halfway through the year. So something that Spirit was talking about, and if you saw my video on Monday talking about the energy of the upcoming week, Spirit was really speaking into this. We're halfway through the year, so it's a great time to reassess where you are. What were your intentions at the beginning of the year? What did you set out to do or accomplish? And just kind of reassess. Where are you now? How are things going? What have you accomplished? What is working? What isn't working? Something that Spirit was talking about for the new moon, it would be fantastic to look at what is working and what isn't working, and maybe take out one or two things, take one or two things off your plate that just aren't working anymore, rather than carry that energy forward into the rest of the year. So really take a moment to get clear. Take it. I think it also would be very helpful too if you incorporated water. If you do any kind of moon ceremony, incorporating water feels really great. Also, working with colors, pale blue and silver feel like they'd be really powerful colors to work with at this new moon. But yeah, so something that Spirit was saying was just, let's see. Oh, this moon is perfect for getting clear on and improving, making improvements to your well-being. So what can you carry forward into the rest of the year that will really benefit you physically, mentally, and emotionally? Something else that they were talking about, I feel like I have cat hair on my face, which I probably do because there's cat fur everywhere in this house. It's at times really annoying, but I love my cats. Something else that Spirit was really talking about was how strong and how easy it is to tap into their energy right now, and that they've really been working hard to connect with everybody at this time. So if you're open to connecting with your guides, anytime is a great time, but if you could set aside time this Thursday, that would be fantastic. And just be open for clarity, be open for information to come through. I really feel like our guides are really desperately trying to get us messages. So look at the cards that I pulled on Monday. We had the World, which is talking about celebration. So acknowledging how far you've come, acknowledging what you've done, assessing what is working, what isn't. Is there something you can take off your plate, especially if it's going to bring in greater well-being, greater awareness, and grounding? That was the other thing that was really big, was grounding, was coming up, being very grounded in your body. That's always important. You'll get your strongest intuitive hits when you're grounded in your body. I know a lot of other people would say different, but I find that to be very true. It's good to be grounded in your body. The other thing, so there was also an element of grief coming up. So of course, this is a collective, message here. So everybody's going through different things. But how can you lighten things up for yourself? How can you make things easier for yourself, really? Is there something you can take off your plate? Is there something that would help you move through grief? And the whole point of doing this exercise is to be able to fill your cup so that your cup is running over. If you are giving from an empty vessel, well, you really shouldn't be giving from an empty vessel. If your cup isn't overflowing, then you really shouldn't be giving anything to anyone because you're tapped. You're totally tapped out. So something that Metatron is talking about right now is that your spirit team is very close. You're surrounded by angels. The angelic realm is very close to us right now. So just be open to embracing. And if you're not open to like the messages, just be open to the healing that can come through. Invite in that physical healing. The angels surround us with healing energy and healing rays all the time, but we do have to ask for that. So be open to physical healing as well. So I just wanted to pull a couple of other cards. What other messages would be helpful for this new moon? Which I love new moons. I also would say work with garnet for grounding and hematite. This was sitting here, hematite. I really love this one too for the silver. So working with that silver ray feels very clarifying. And I think that's why incorporating water into your ceremony would be helpful. So a couple cards here. What else would be helpful for this new moon? Smoky quartz. Let's do 3 cards. Nice. Okay, so we have the 4 of crystals. I'm using the Spirit Song Tarot. I'm having a hard time talking. So we have the 4 of crystals. The card says control and security. Releasing control. That is the message here. So in the regular tarot deck, this would be pentacles. So there's definitely an energy here of doing less to get more. Not working as hard, not pushing yourself as hard. And this might seem a little backwards, but working hard doesn't always mean abundance. It doesn't always mean that you're going to get more. So doing less is going to get you more. So it's a matter of the quality of time that you're spending on your projects, the quality of the time you're spending doing your work, not so much the quantity of time. So ease up on how you think things should be. Welcome in a little bit more flexibility. I think that would be very helpful. Next, we have justice. How perfect for Gemini, right? Because it's the Gemini new moon. So justice, balance. The card says truth and clarity, which is just an ongoing theme that Metatron keeps saying is there's so much clarity that can come through on this new moon. Clarity on what to take off your plate before you add more to it. Clarity around filling your cup, clarity around abundance, clarity around the next steps to take. But really, it's more about where things kind of off. I mean, I don't feel like anything is ever fully balanced, really. But looking at your day-to-day life, what do your relationships look like? How is that working? What does work look like for you? How is that balance going? Your health, your sleep, really looking at all of these areas of your life and where can you have maybe a little bit more flexibility? Where do you have a little bit more wiggle room to change things up a bit? So really take a look at that. Third card we have is Knight of Crystals. This card has a camel on it. I think these are fun cards. The card says endurance and determination. And what I'm feeling from this is the whole point is to not have to endure, like make things a little bit easier. Be determined to bring in more joy, more happiness, and more flexibility. So I'm really feeling the flexibility, bringing in more joy. I'm also hearing allowing for more rest and more downtime would be very helpful too. So there's definitely a need for acknowledging feelings, acknowledging your emotional well-being. I know that sometimes it's really easy to work really hard and stay busy so that you don't have to feel, especially if they're emotions you don't really want to feel, but now's the time. I feel like it's really important to not put that off, because at some point it will just come back and bite in the butt at a later time. So that feels really important as well. Just looking at the cards here. Is there anything else? Is there anything else, Spirit, that you want to say about this new moon? They're just saying take time out, slow down, pause, and be still. Do something creative if being still and being quiet is hard for you. Do something creative, color, write, but do something that you can kind of check out a little bit so that Spirit can tap in, because I really feel like there's a lot of messages that need to come through. So embrace your spirit team, invite in your angels, invite in your guides, you know, allow for that space. So all right, I think, well, let's just see what's on the bottom. So the bottom, it's 2 of acorns, so that would be 2 of wands in the regular deck. The card says insight and focus. Yeah, there's tons of insight and focus that is trying to come into us, but we need to slow down in order to receive that. Ladybug. I saw a ladybug earlier today. I haven't seen ladybugs for a long time, so I don't know. That's always just a nice little nod to good luck, prosperity. And the dragonfly. I don't know who has been trying to talk to me, but it's been dragonflies that they've been showing me, so I'm not quite sure what this might be a sign to you as well. I don't know, but lately, dragonflies, that's not normally a sign for me from Spirit. I know for some people it's a big sign, but this is, I'm not sure who's trying to talk to me, but that is definitely a nod to that. So anyway, just kind of fun. All right, well, happy new moon. Enjoy it. Take care of yourself. If you have any questions or comments, my information's below. Let me know what your experience is this new moon. I'd be happy to hear. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye for now.